Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Prep Recruiting Insider Special Signing Day Edition show. I'm Ken Berthelot, along with our recruiting guru, RENE NADEAU. And Renee, what a special day yesterday. It's the day college fans look most forward to outside of the football season and bowl season.
You know, and no one ever has a bad signing day. Everybody's excited right now. They're ready to play for the BCS Crystal because they had a great signing day. But I tell you, the truth is, these signing days will lead to BCS title games 2 or 3 years down the road. So they're important.
And we can't cover everything, but we're going to take a look at some of the highlights. And anything just jumped out at you as very special or very surprising yesterday?
Well, you know, LSU, in-state, LSU did a great job securing the area, the people they wanted to get, Kenny, and they pulled in a few guys. Deshaun Bauer, defensive end, is a guy that they stole from Auburn. Tulane did as we thought they would. They threw a rope around the metro area and got a lot of people. 18 people from the Louisiana area, 14 from the metro area, and they got quality talent. How many times in the past do you remember people trying to come in and steal Tulane commitments in the past? It's been a long time.
What about Louisiana Tech getting Carlos Henderson and the two young men from O. Perry Walker?
Well, you know, Tulane's loss was a big gain for Arizona State and Louisville. Lynn Clark, an outside linebacker, 6'2", about 215 pounds, from O. Perry Walker, is going to go to Louisville, and he's going to be a really good player. He could play inside or outside. Corey Smith, who is the nephew of Devin Powell, the Tulane quarterback, they decommitted from Tulane, and he's going to Arizona State. What a good-looking young man. 6'7", 260, runs a 4.68, 4.7 40. He's going to be a player for Arizona State. And Carlos Henderson, Kenny, what a big get for Louisiana Tech. Skip Holtz, what a great job he did getting him. Jabbar Jalou, credit him, former Carr High School coach, with getting Carlos Henderson. He is a playmaker out of McDonough 35, a sub 4.40, can play slot or running back. I think he'll slot up in the slot with the Tech Bulldogs.
Now, we have interviews with a lot of these players, and we'll get to those in just a little while. Let's take a look at a few of the list. And again, we're not going to cover every name on the list, but some of the names that you feel were big enough, Renee, that's going to make an immediate impact. We'll go to LSU first. And looking at the LSU list, right off the bat, we've got Tre'Davious White, cornerback from Green Oaks.
You know, he's a cousin of Mo Claiborne, #1 draft choice of the Dallas Cowboys, former All-American at LSU. He is going to be an impact player, not only at cornerback, Kenny, but also as a return specialist, which he did in the Under Armour game. He is a playmaker.
Deshaun Bauer, defensive end, Somerville, New Jersey.
That's the guy that they stole from Auburn. 6'5", 245, will get bigger. He'll fill in with the loss of Sam Montgomery and Kiki Mingo, and you look for him to play early next year.
Ethan Posick from Illinois.
He's already on campus, 6'6", 285, mean and nasty, likes to finish his blocks. He'll start at tackle, and he may get in the rotation in 2013.
Is anybody bigger than, let's see if I can get it right, Fahoko Fanakla?
6'6", 340, Kenny. I think he's going to start at guard. He's already on campus, is a junior college arrival, and he's big enough, strong enough to fill that guard role, which is a vital part of that LSU offense.
Christian LeCouture from Lincoln, Nebraska.
He committed to Texas A&M in Nebraska, finally inked with the Tigers. He's on campus as well. 6'5", 270, can play inside or outside, a very versatile defensive lineman.
How long have we heard about Kendall Beckwith from West Feliciana?
Finally pulled the trigger for the Tigers. Alabama or LSU, he'll line up at outside linebacker, rush defensive end, 6'3", 225, outstanding athlete.
Frank Herron.
He's another big defensive end, and I think we'll get in a rotation. Kenny, out of Memphis, Tennessee. He visited Texas and had the Tiger fans holding their breath, but he inked with LSU.
John Doris from Neville, played quarterback, won't play quarterback at LSU.
He can play a lot of places, Kenny. He can play safety or running back, but I think he'll start at wide receiver, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him toy with the idea of playing him at another position just to try. He's a great athlete.
Just some of the big names from LSU.
When are you starting to pare your list down, and what are you looking for in a school?
First of all, a place where I can feel home. Academics first. My mother always taught me that. My father. Grades first. And I look like I could be safe at.
And what's some of the schools right now that maybe you're thinking about?
I have no idea yet. I'm gonna make my decision. Like, I'm taking my trips in the beginning of summer.
Let's talk a little bit about your running style too, because we've got some video of you, then we're going to take a look at the video of Jermaine. Talk about your running style, and there you see it right there. There you go.
Well, you know, I run a 4.35. I'm very shifty for my size. And, you know, I'm a downhill runner, and I have power too.
What about your hands and what about your blocking? Because I know coaches like to hear a guy can run the ball, but...
Oh yeah, I know how to block. That's all we work on in practice is blocking.
You got to look like you get a little after gear here. And is there any special player? I mean, being a local fan, are you a Saints fan?
No, sir. I'm not a fan of no one in college or in NFL.
It's interesting because you played as a freshman and done a great job, and you know it's got to be it's got to be tough. Well, this is a great catch right here, Leonard. It's got to be tough when you know the defense. You have an X on your back, and they're focusing on stopping you.
Yes, sir. They always put 9 in the box, so you know. It's like they have the eye on me all the time.
It all came to a culmination last Wednesday after our TV show. What sold you on the Tigers, and what made the final decision for you?
Well, Coach Frank always told me, Coach Frank Wilson, he always told me that he was going to fight for me to get a full ride offer, knowing I had a great shirt. You know, I kind of was leaning more towards TCU or Tulane because that was the only schools that I liked the most out of the top 3: LSU, Tulane, and TCU, and they all had the full offer. And then I had an in-home visit with Coach Frank Wilson and Coach Chavis Thursday night, and Coach Les called me and told me I had a full ride. And you know, words couldn't explain the feeling, you know, and it was just awesome, and it was where I always wanted to be, where I saw myself playing since I was growing up, where I watched great players come from, and I always saw myself being one of those great players. So I mean, that's why.
With Duke, where does Coach Chavis and Frank, where did they talk to you about playing? Outside, you know, even like a monster back, strong safety? Where are you playing?
Outside linebacker. I mean, sometimes they linebackers walk out anyway, so I mean, it's a great fit for me.
What do you feel like the areas you have to improve on before you arrive in Baton Rouge?
Just getting my weight up more and keep maintaining my speed and just running through more of my tackles.
Kind of tough to tell TCU, Tulane, some of these other schools no?
Yeah, it was really tough, you know, but I really appreciate those guys from TCU and Tulane, the coaches, and the people around there, the staff, everybody that recruited me and wanted me to be a part of their school. It was a blessing, you know.